This is John W. Whitehead, author of A Government of Wolves, the emerging American police state, bringing you a message about the state of our nation. The difference between what happened in Boston in the wake of the Boston Marathon bombing and what happened in Ferguson, Missouri, is not in the government's response, but in the community's reaction. At the time of the Boston bombing, Americans welcomed the citywide lockdown. Now, many Americans are suddenly shocked at the tactics police employed to quell citizen unrest in Ferguson. But why has it taken us so long to wake up? The warning signs have been beaming at us like a neon sign. Unarmed citizens shot down by police virtually on a daily basis. 80,000 SWAT team raids where black-clad Darth Vader lookalikes crashed through doors in the middle of the night in American citizens' homes. Mothers arrested and charged with felonies for letting their children play at a neighborhood park. The impression conveyed today by our so-called local police is one of power, dominance, and inflexible authority. This is largely owing to the increasing arsenal of weapons available to police units and the growing idea that the police can and should use any means necessary to maintain order. Clad in jackboots, helmets, and shields, and wielding batons, pepper spray, stun guns, assault rifles, and riding tank-like vehicles, local police have increasingly come to resemble combat troops. Thus, for those like myself who have studied the emerging American police state, the sight of a city placed under martial law, its citizens under house arrest, military-style helicopters equipped with thermal imaging devices buzzing the skies, tanks and armored vehicles on the streets, and snipers perched on rooftops, while thousands of black-garbed police swarm the streets and SWAT teams carry out house-to-house searches, leaves us in a growing state of unease. So what's to be done? As with all things, change must start locally and in your hometown. For instance, take a close look at your local police officers, the ones who patrol your neighborhoods and ensure the safety of your roadways. Chances are they look less and less like the benevolent keepers of the peace and more like inflexible extensions of the military. Who calls the shots for your local police? Who do they answer to? Who provides oversight in their interactions with local citizens? What drives the decision-making process for your local police? Revenue or the rule of law? How transparent are your local police about their activities, their equipment, and their processes? In other words, who polices your local police? These are just a few of the questions we should all be asking of our local police and governing bodies. And when the answers don't satisfy, we should ask them louder and insist that changes be implemented immediately to ensure that it is we the people calling the shots in our hometowns and not armed extensions of the police state. Remember, a police state does not come about overnight. It starts small, perhaps with a revenue-generating red light camera at an intersection. When that is implemented without opposition, perhaps next will be surveillance cameras on public streets, license plate readers on police cruisers, more police officers on the beat, free military equipment from the federal government, free speech zones and zero-tolerance policies and curfews, SWAT team raids, drones flying overhead. No matter how it starts, however, it always ends the same, an oppressive standing army. Remember, it's a slippery slope from a questionable infringement justified in the name of safety to all-out tyranny. For more information on the Rutherford Institute, visit us at www.rutherford.org.